Hey everyone, thanks for joining us for another Palworld video. We're continuing our new playthrough, and in this video we'll cover levels 6 to 9 as we build out our base, go hunting for some specialist pals, and unlock their special abilities. If you want to see more of this type of content from me, you know what to do. With that said, let's get into it. So we're going to head a little bit further south or west. West as we head along here. So up ahead you can see some fox parks. They're a fire type, which are also pretty useful to get, so I'm going to try and grab one of those now. If you hit them with the bow, they will stop and try and attack you, which is why the bow is quite useful to have. You're also going to want to get used to dodging, particularly early on in the game where you don't have a lot of health. And if you do die in medium difficulty, you'll lose your pals and basically all of your gear. So worth getting used to hitting that button as often as you can. We're going to go down this way. I think that's enough box parks just now. Oh, here we go. So over here is a gum os, which is our kind of first grass type. They will help us to farm our little berry plantation. While we're here, grab one of these cremus. Oh, ow. Ooh. He escaped. Okay. We also, for the berries plantation, need a water type to basically water the plants. So we'll head a little further down here. This giant world boss here we will avoid because he's level 38. We don't want to die. You'll find world bosses all across the map. You actually find them marked on your map when you're out exploring. But yeah, a little further down here there should be some water types. Keep our eyes peeled. There's a chest over there, we're going to grab this fast travel first. Just in case. The fast travel points work just how you think, and every time you unlock one you'll get a new tech point, so well worth picking them up as you travel around. Oh, there we go, so from there we got 52 coins, 2 bread, and 1 megasphere, which is like the upgraded version of the pal sphere. I'm not seeing any of the water types that are usually around here. Keep moving. So this thing up ahead is a tower, where you'll effectively find boss fights, which are really useful to do. Oh, here we go. I mean, you'll need to do them to progress through the game, and get some ancient tech points and parts. So Pengullet is our first water type. He's going to get a little surprise here when I shoot him in the back of the head. Oh, that's not good. Oh dear. Oh. There we go, got him. There is a fast travel point up here I'm going to try and get to. Obviously you can see a whole bunch of other cool new pals all wandering around in this area. We'll get to them soon enough, but for right now we need to go back to base and start our berry plantation off. So I think we're good to upgrade to the next level. So our next things to build are the Pal Gear Workbench and the Statue of Power. Like I said, the Statue of Power you'll use to upgrade your stats, and the Pal Gear Workbench is to make PAL specific gear, which lets you use like their special abilities. So that's things like mounts for flying types, and some of the pals have special attacks that you can basically unlock. But we'll get to that in a second. First off, I'm going to drop Gum Moss in here, and he's going to go away and plant her berry plantation. I'm also going to take out one of the cats, and we'll drop Pengullet in there, and he will water. He'll also do things like, the crafting and transport materials. You can also have a look at your pals' stats. Some of them will have passive skills, which are really beneficial, or can apply a negative buff. So, for example, this guy's got the power of Gaia, which increases his earth attack damage, but he's also a coward, which means his attack is 10% less. So Gum Moss has planted the berry plantation. The little penguin friend here is going to water it. Eventually it will grow, and they will gather the berries and put them in their food box for later. I'm going to take the rest of these arrows, because those are always good to have. Oh, I'm going to accidentally pick up this guy, throw him over there. That's another useful thing to know. You can pick up your pals at the base and throw them at specific tables to make them work there. And we'll get building on our new tech. So we need the Statue of Power, which we'll place right here, right in front of our house. Prominent statue position. Guys will build that up. We should also build a ranch at some point, so that we can start gathering eggs and wool and things. But we need both cloth and wood, so I'm going to go hunt for some more wood, I guess. Okay, so I think we're ready to build the PAL gear workbench, so I'm going to place that over here. We'll just place it here for right now. PALs will come help us build it, hopefully speed that up a little bit. So this table, like I said, lets us build PAL specific gear. So if we look at the technology tree, you'll see that we have our first item on the PAL gear table, which is this Foxparks harness. That lets us turn a Foxpark into effectively a flamethrower for a couple of seconds. I'm also going to just, while I'm here, unlock the logging site and the stone pit. Those are just effectively just mines, I guess, for each of this type of resource. So let's see if we can build the Fox harness. So we're missing like one leather and one flame organ. So flame organs, like all the organs, come from the different types of pals. So if we use our table here, we can quickly fast travel back to where we saw the Foxparks before. See if we can catch another one, or kill another one. Ah, here we go, another Foxpark. So we're going to try and catch him, because obviously we can combine them into more powerful Foxparks later. Ow. And when I do catch him, I do get the items that he would normally drop if he died, so I got one leather and one flame organ, which should be enough for us to build that harness. Okay, so we're back at the PAL gear workbench, and we're going to craft a Foxparks harness. So these harnesses technically just work like unlocks. It's not a gear item, it just kind of, once you build it and press acquire on this table, it will just unlock for every Foxpark that you use. Okay, so I've now got a Foxparks harness. If I call out one of my Foxparks, I can now press Huggy fire and hold down F. Oh, that's not what I wanted. If I hold down F, I hold on to him, and he works like a flamethrower. Let's go cause some trouble over here. This poor unsuspecting Katva. Oh, he's getting away. He saw me coming. Don't want to mess with this dino. But it's a very effective flamethrower. And lots of the pals have similar abilities that you can unlock by crafting new gear. So always worth keeping an eye out for those. Okay, so we're back at our base. The next couple of things we have to build are just what we were looking at before, the stone pit and the kind of wood cutting. So we're going to go back into build, go to infrastructure, no, we're going to go to production, and here we have a stone pit, which we'll just put over here next to this stone. Guys, we'll build that up. And I need a logging site, but that will require more wood and more palladium, so I'm going to go hunt for that, and we'll come back in a minute. Alright, so we're back, and we've got enough materials now for our logging site. We'll put our logging site over by the stone, just to keep all that out of the way and together. Guys, we'll build that up again. And while they're doing that, the next thing we need to look at is the crusher. So we'll go into our tech tree and unlock that. While we're here, I'm also going to unlock the alarm bell, because we will soon be raided by NPCs. And the alarm bell lets you effectively switch your pals from working to attacking with one kind of click. Let's just help these guys finish this off. There we go. Alright, so I had to run around and gather some palladium so that we can make the crusher, which is our kind of next big unlock. Hopefully we have enough now. Yep. So the crusher will let us kind of break down materials into other things. So the main kind of thing that we do is break down stone, just regular stone, into palladium. Which is a big help, because palladium is pretty rare out in the open world, unless you go into some dungeons, which we'll cover at a later date. So with this we can break down stone to palladium, but obviously at a 5:1 ratio, which is not ideal. It also requires watering, so it needs a water pal to effectively be here to use the table. But with that, we have unlocked another upgrade, so we'll click on the button. And the next few things are to build another berry plantation, which is fine, build a hot spring, which will help our pals relax, and a primitive furnace to melt ore down into ingots. Okay, what we're also going to do is build a ranch, which we'll put over here. This effectively gathers resources from your pals, so if you put a lamb ball in there, for example, they will drop wool. If we put a chickpea in there, they will lay eggs for food. It's useful to have something like this around, and our pals will, either we can assign them directly and they'll just stay in there producing materials constantly, or they will eventually, if they find time, run in there and produce some materials. Let's help them finish this off. Although with my work speed it's not really doing much. Let's increase that. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is add a chickpea to our work pals. And the chickpea will go in there and graze, so does the lamb ball, and eventually after a little bit they'll lay some eggs and drop some wool, which our guys will gather up. So we have a slight issue in that we don't have a pal that will chop wood for us yet. So we're gonna have to go find one of those, and a couple of options. Some of them are a little bit higher level than others. So we're gonna head out and see if we can find a woodcutting pal. There's a couple of options for that. There are these giant elk type fellas, or the cute little monkeys. So I'm going to say Ecothere are a good option for woodcutting, but they're also pretty tough at this level to catch. But we could give it a go and see how we do. We probably need our ox parks here to give us a hand. Oh, come here. See if we can flamethrower him. What I don't want to do is kill him. Bring our fox park back. Just kind of keep throwing balls at him until he hopefully gets captured. There we go. Awesome. But while we're here, we'll also see if we can find one of the monkeys. Oh, here he is. A tansy. These are a little easier to catch. Oh, I missed my dodge. Oh no, I think I may have aggroed everyone. Running out of balls then. There we go, got him. It looks like his friend might have upset the rest of the box parks, and they took him out pretty quick. Yeah, sorry buddy. So yeah, if we have a look at our Ecothere, I'm going to change its name to something I can say like Bob. Bob here has two woodcutting icons, so he's, you know, pretty effective at woodcutting, but that's really all he does. Our tansy here will plant, he will do handiwork, gather, woodcut, and also transport. He also has the mining foreman passive skill, which looks like it will increase his mining efficiency by 25%, so he's really good to have. So I think what we'll do is, instead of putting Bob in here, we'll put Tansy, and let Tansy get to work. Cativas are mining, our Tansy is logging, our plants are growing, our ranch is working. All in all, not a bad start. So that's it for this one. If you've made it this far, thanks for watching. We'll carry on building our base and moving up through the levels. I think the next video will look at boss fights and some of the caves and dungeons that you can get into. But again, if you like this content, like and subscribe, and we will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.